my mum. She's here to do a Q&A. You can speak.
I've forgotten how to.
So I introduced Mum on Twitter and Instagram as somebody who has had many a job in lots of different weird and wonderful things. I said that, and I also said that you've got tattoos and piercings. People are just surprised when mums have those things.
Right.
I don't know. What do you want first, Instagram or Twitter?
Should we go heads or tails? Heads or tails?
No, just pick one.
Instagram.
A lot of people have asked about life lessons, so you clearly come across as very wise. Luna asks, what's something you've learnt the hard way?
I have learned the hard way that you can't fix people if they don't want to get fixed.
Okay.
They have to want to fix themselves. You can spend an awful lot of energy trying to fix somebody from whatever it is they need to get fixed from. But unless they want to get there themselves, you're not going to be able to do it for them.
Somebody's just put Spice Girls dresser, question mark, exclamation mark.
Yeah, that's an actual thing. That actually happened. So Angela's dad was a production manager when I met him, and he ended up being the production manager for the Spice Girls right at the beginning of their career. Their first gigs were in Istanbul, and I went out to visit Angela's dad, and they said while I was out there they need a dresser. And so I went, yeah, I can do that. I've done that. And they went, all right then.
On you go.
On you go. And so I did. For the first few live shows that they ever did in Istanbul, I was Mel B's dresser. That's all about I can say about that, because I signed a secrecy.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I didn't actually sign it. I was meant to, but I didn't.
That means you can talk about
But
it.
I'm not.
What are your 3 biggest life lessons so far?
I've just told you the biggest one. You can't fix people that don't want to get fixed. You don't have to just be one thing in your life. And being more than one thing doesn't make you a failure.
I feel like my generation struggles with that a lot as well. There's this thing that if you haven't succeeded before 25, then you're automatically a failure.
I think life changes at a really fast pace now. I don't think when I was your age we didn't have the internet and social media, and you couldn't speak to somebody on the other side of the world, which means jobs change much more quickly and professions change more quickly and circumstances change more quickly, and sometimes you just need to change what you're doing. It doesn't fit who you are anymore. Being married more than once or never is also not an indication of how successful you are, because I've been married 3 times. How is that even funny? Because you know what? When I get a form that says, and what other names have you been known
You
by?
have to list them.
And
So
there
I
isn't,
have to do that
and
as
there
well.
isn't, there isn't space for all my names. Society.
I had to do that recently, and I had to put 2, and I was like,
Society and culture make me feel rubbish for that.
well, but it's the expectation that monogamy is the be-all and end-all, and if you're not married by 30...
But there's also an expectation that if a woman has been married 3 times, she must be rubbish at being married. There's no consideration that actually some of the things she's had to go through have meant that being married to that person doesn't make it viable. And sometimes it's far braver, here's my 3rd life lesson, it's much braver to leave a relationship that is wrong than to stay there.
Gemma also asked what's the most important thing you've learned.
I think I've covered that.
Yeah, I think we've done that one.
Thank you. If you don't think I've covered it,
Leave a
comments
comment.
below.
Ellen asks, how do I persuade my parents tattoos will not ruin my life? I've spoken about it in a video before, that we're
Advocates.
advocates for tattoos.
So for me, having tattoos, and I've got 10, each one of them means something. They all indicate a milestone or a stage in my life. But there's always been a thought going to. So this one on my wrist, the A I had when Angela was very small. A is for apple. No, it's not. A. My GP asked me that once. He said, what is A for? I thought it was part of the examination. I went, apple? If I were you, I would actually go to your parents with a lot of the information. So maybe go with the design that you want to have and a good reason for that design, and also do an awful lot of research into your artist. But for me, having a tattoo is a piece of artwork that person spends their time and their energy putting on your body, and it's going to be there forever. The same as if they did a painting.
I was going to say, to me it's the same as
if they
getting
did
a painting.
it is a piece of their art.
Yeah.
And sadly, tattoos do come with negative connotations. But I don't think you'll ever persuade your parents if they fundamentally think it's wrong to have a tattoo on your body. But there are things that you can do to minimise the risk of it ruining your life.
What was your favourite job out of all of them?
Out of all of them, gosh, they were all really good jobs for different reasons. I've worked in the music industry, I've worked for a pyrotechnics company, been a midwife, I've worked in schools, I've been a lecturer. It's been like a natural progression. It isn't like I just got up one day and went,
Sod it.
I I'm going to work for a pyrotechnics company this week. So I worked for Fender and I got to travel all over the world and I got to meet lots of really famous people, and I wasn't sick on Slash's shoes, just before you say it. I had sick on my shoes when I met Slash, but I wasn't sick on his shoes. Wasn't.
I've heard multiple people tell the story.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
No.
Mum threw up on Slash's shoes.
I didn't. It was a rock and roll party. Everybody had vomit on their shoes. Yeah, it was a great job, but then I thought, actually, there is more important things than chasing rock stars around the world.
Thanks. Who's your favourite Spice Girl? Who was the nicest? Who was the best performer? And who was your favourite overall?
Victoria was the nicest. Best singer, probably Mel C. And actually, we've met her since then, haven't we?
Yeah.
Because we met her when she was doing Jesus Christ Superstar.
I offered her a brownie.
And she was lovely.
She was
and
very
also
lovely.
talented.
Yeah,
so
she was.
I'm going to go Mel C.
There you go. What are some tips your mum would have told her younger self that I might also need to hear?
When I was a teenager, I thought I was really ugly and nobody was ever going to fancy me, and I didn't have any boobs, and my dad used to take the mickey out of me because I didn't have any boobs.
Thanks for passing that one down.
My advice to that 13-year-old was, actually, you are a worthy person and you've got lots of good qualities. You just don't know what they are yet. So,
it's about a month later. I've gone to edit the video and I'm missing about half an hour footage. We're here looking different. Did you enjoy?
yes, I did. Thank
Good.
you.
Excellent. Do you have anything else you wish to impart?
No further wisdom
No
since
further
last time,
wisdoms.
YouTube.
Okay.
But if you have any other questions, if you've been inspired to ask any more questions, then leave them in the comments below.
Right. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for watching. Do that if you want to do that.
And I can be like a YouTube agony aunt.
Okay. That's your responsibility. I will see you in my next video.